Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. There are two types of knower within us. Where knowledge is taking place. One, knowledge is taking place when the eyes are seeing the scene, the knowledge of the scene takes place. When the ears hear the words, the knowledge of the words takes place. Tongue, the knowledge of the taste takes place. Knowledge of the world is happening through the senses. So also, when we go within, we know that the knowledge of the waker is taking place, the knowledge of the dreamer is taking place, knowledge of the sleeper is taking place. This is your direct experience. This is a fact. You know you had a sleep at night. You know you had a dream last night. You know you were awake yesterday, that you are awake right now. You know that you are not dreaming right now, that you are not sleeping right now. So there is this knowledge is going on. And this knowledge at the relative level is continuously happening. That's a different matter that, well, it's not a different matter. We have to say that because there, and someone is owning this knowledge. So the waker is not owning the knowledge of the waking world. Within that interaction of the waker and the waking world, the waking ego comes up, the waking experiences come up, the waking mind comes up, the waking body comes up, the waking past comes up, the waking future comes up, the waking present is happening. And all this is happening under the within that one experience called waker, who is experiencing the waking world. Exactly the same is happening in the dream also, the dreamer and the dream world. And there also, in the dream, there is a knowledge of past, knowledge of future, knowledge of present. There is a dream body, there are dream relations, there are dream experiences. This is your data. We are not telling something which is out of your experience. This is correct, isn't it? Yes or no?
Yes, Swamiji.
Thank you, Renuka. Someone is, otherwise all of them are just looking at me. Okay.
No, correct.
Okay, now everyone is saying. So this is one knowledge. There is another knowledge taking place. Tell me what before I go ahead. There is one more knowledge taking place apart from this knowledge. What I just explained, that is one knowledge. What is the other knowledge taking place?
There is a continuity, Swamiji, of the self, or there is one person which is knowing all the states or all the things.
Okay. Anyone else?
What we don't own, Swamiji, which is like what we don't know, we can't own that.
No, I'm not talking about owning. I'm talking about knowledge. Listen to the question.
Okay.
So this is one knowledge that is going on. What is the other knowledge going on?
Someone who knows that the waking took place, the dream took place, and the deep sleep took place.
So what you have just now said is exactly what Nagaraj also said. So there is someone else behind who knows. When I am saying that the waker and the waking experience took place, dreamer and the dream experience took place. So the waker has the jurisdiction only in the waking experience. He has got no jurisdiction in the dream area, isn't it? Similarly, the dreamer does not have the jurisdiction in the waking area or the sleep area. But there is some fellow, there is someone in whose presence the knowledge of, or who is illumination means knowledge, who is knowing that the waker and the waking world came and went, dreamer and the dream world came and went, sleeper and the sleep world, sleep world, absence of waking and dream happened. So there is someone. And that is your data right now also. Because right now, when I say that you had a good sleep, you will say yes. You had a good dream. You had a dream last night. Yes. Who is that fellow? It cannot be the waker. It cannot be the waker because he has no entry, jurisdiction, area of knowledge or influence in the dream or in the sleep. Then who is this fellow? He is the witness. He is the eternal witness. And that's your true identity. That's your true identity. But we live at what level? We live only at the waking level. And in the waking level also, we are not living at the waker level. We are only living at the ego level, waking ego level. Ego means the one who identifies with every knowledge that is going on. Is the witness identifying with every knowledge that is going on of waking, dream, and deep sleep? And the waker, dreamer, sleeper? No. They come, they go, they come, they go, they come, they go. So many years it is going on. But the waking ego or the dream ego or the sleep ego, ahankar, they identify with something or nothing and make it into a experience to identify themselves, to define themselves, to prop up the ego. The waking ego uses all the data of interaction to prop itself up. It is that all the interactions are its diet. And in deep sleep, absence of everything is its diet. See? So some people, according to Patanjali Yoga Sutra, emptiness or nothingness is also a thought. Space, absence is also a thought. So that becomes its diet. So here what are we, where are we bringing our attention to? We are bringing our attention to disengage from all the diet. In other words, if we put it in another way, we are trying to reduce the diet. That is the yoga way. Reduce the diet. Chitta vritti nirodha is you reducing the diet. But here what are we doing is just shifting our attention. This is our knowledge. One knowledge was of the world and one knowledge is of the three states coming and going. Where do you...
Can I have one question?
Yeah.
The Triputi, knowledge, knower, and the instrument of knowledge. That's in the waking, dream, and all. But in the self, there is nothing like that.
Correct. That's why we are the witness.
So how come there is not? So there is only knowledge, but there is no knowledge.
Good. So you have to go there and find out. But this is your fact. This is your data. That you have the knowledge of the waker and waking world, dreamer and dream world, and the deep sleep also. This is your data. We are not saying something which is out of your experience.
So there is knowledge, but there is no ego.
Yes, don't go to that.
What instrument?
There is no ego. There is only illumination.
And there is no instrument of. How do you know? It just knows.
It just knows. So waking, dream, and deep sleep do not disturb the illuminator. Correct? Every day they are coming and going. You don't complain. You don't get affected by it. But the waking ego gets affected if it doesn't get the bed that it wants, the cushion that it wants, the food that it wants, if the cloth is not ironed properly. See? Because it is identified. The second one, the witness, it is not identified. It is just illuminating. That's all. What is it illuminating? It is illuminating the waker and the waking world. It is illuminating the dreamer and the dream world. It is illuminating the sleeper and the absence of the two. See? So even the Triputi is being illumined by someone. Which Triputi? These, which encompass all other triads of the waking. So what should be our position? Should our position be that we remain at the knowledge level, at the sensory level or the thought level? Or we remain as the witness of all the Triputis coming and going? Initially, it will begin that way only. Which will be healthier? It will be watching, because that is your natural state. Nothing needs to be done. You to just keep quiet. And that is the true Maunam. When we take the position of the Sakshi, when we take the position of the witnessing consciousness, and I'm always that. There has never been a time that I have not been the witnessing consciousness. But waking ego is temporary. It comes when the waking state comes and it goes when the waking state goes. Then the dream ego comes and it goes away with the dream. But the witnessing consciousness that you are, essentially, it never comes and goes. It is always there. In its light, the three states come and go, including Samadhi. We can put 4 states. Samadhi also comes and goes. And that is the position that is available to us. We have the freedom of choice to remain identified or to remain a witness. So choose wisely. See, initially it will be touch and go, because we have not practiced that. We are still under the influence of information coming from the senses, the world, and the mind, within the mind. But when we practice again and again a little bit, in spite of going through the world, when we keep remaining attentive, unaffected, uninfluenced by what is coming and going, and remain attentive towards the constant one, slowly but surely, you will want to remain in that position all the time. Why? It's very intoxicating. It's freeing. Ego also wants to let go of everything that it has got identified in the waking, because it gets exhausted of identification. Identification means load that it is carrying. The memories, the load of memories that it is carrying, the load of impressions that it is carrying. The waking ego also gets tired, the dream ego also gets tired. But the witness, from birth till today, has it got tired? Arey yaar, I'm tired of illuminating waking dream deep sleep. I think I'll stop. Does it do that? I need a break. Does it say that? Does that feeling even come? Cannot. And this is the way, by coming to the witnessing consciousness, in very modern language, de-shrink yourself. You know shrink? You know who is a shrink? Have you heard that term? Yes or no? Nobody has heard. Shrink means psychiatrist, psychologist, whom people, when they are disturbed, they go to that psychiatrist. So you go to a shrink to de-shrink yourself. But that shrink, that psychiatrist, also goes to someone to de-shrink himself, because he doesn't know how to deal with it. Why? He has never learned to be a witness. This is the common practice in Western world or in the modern world. The psychiatrist every month goes to another psychiatrist, because he all the people who are downloaded on him, or he has heard what they have been saying, that becomes, he has not learned how to empty himself. So he needs to go to another fellow. But here is a way. When we identify with the knowledge, that many thoughts will be created. Too many thoughts, you will lose the plot. The mind will lose the plot. So before it loses the plot, it goes to sleep every day. The tiredness is nothing. No other reason that you feel the tiredness is because you have carried too much load of the day, of the memories and the impressions and the interactions. You have identified. That is what is making you tired. But when we remain as the witness, there is no identification. So there is no tiredness. Therefore, ever fresh, ever inspired. And that is our true position within ourselves. Our true position is not that one which comes and goes. Our position is that which never comes and goes, ever constant, ever illuminating all the data that is coming and going. And in this way, contemplating in this manner, on a daily basis. Why only daily basis? Every moment we should be aware of our witnessing consciousness. Keep reminding yourself again and again. We don't have to stop doing whatever life is presenting us. Right now, I can be talking, this mouth can be talking to you, and it is my choice to remain as the witness or to be the uh, talk, talker and identify with talking. Then if I identify with talking, oh, are they understanding or not understanding? I am saying that is intelligent or not? Am I talking stupidly? All these type of thoughts will come. I am talking. I have to make a difference. I am influencing their thoughts. I am the teacher. They are the student. But as a witness, zero. None of these unwanted thoughts will come. What has to be done is happening, and you are watching. No unwanted emotions, no unwanted divergence from the thought or the job at hand. It's happening. Is the one playing with the one. Same thing with you. I understood, I didn't understand, gone. You are not the witness. You remain the witness, then the whole game of understanding, not understanding goes out of the window. Then should we not understand? Yes, as long as you have the ego, you have to understand. But what is the best way of understanding? Knowing that I already am the source of all the knowledge. That will be the ultimate, isn't it? How long are we going to keep collecting knowledge from every stimuli, every word, every teacher, every video, every book? It exhausts us. It exhausts us. But being the witness it has never exhausted us. So take the position at this moment, being the witness, untouched by what thoughts are coming and going, uninfluenced by what thoughts are coming and going, untouched by the knowledge of whatever is coming and going. This is coming back to the base, coming back to the constant, coming back to the unchanging principle.